Get ready to leap into action with the 2022 Water Tiger with the 12 animal signs of the zodiac. The first success tip that I'd like to share with you is to know yourself. Learn strategies to play your best strengths and be aware of the obstacles of the year. For you newbies, hi, welcome to my channel. And for you seasoned students and followers, welcome back. Hi, my name is Kathleen Horvath-Zemansky. I'm a business feng shui master, astrologer, and the creator of the Time Blazer business management system. So when you're watching this series, there's something that I really want you to take note of. You are much more than the year of whatever you were born in, that you also have information that is critical to knowing more about how you operate with the month of birth, the day of birth, and the hour of birth if you know it. This is a reason why we find out these things at the beginning of the year, to play your strengths and just be aware of the weaknesses of 2022. I also encourage and advise for you to watch all of the animals in the series because they're going to be relating to the months of the year as well as other tips that I'm going to be giving along the way. So the first thing you need to do is go to www.freebusinessastrology.com to calculate not only your birth chart, but your birthright, to unlock the keys to your true potential and to leap into action to this fast-paced Water Tiger year. Now we have the roosters. So who has a rooster in your chart? Year, month, day, or hour? Please put it in the comments. And we have 3 stars for how I evaluate the animals this year. It's got a lot of really great energies from a feng shui perspective and from astrological. So there's a lot of really good things the rooster has to bear this year. So let's start with our little infograph because this really will explain in much clearer detail for you why you would want to find out if it's year, month, day, or hour, because you are much more than just the year of birth, obviously, right? So if your rooster does show up, if you have a rooster in your chart, it will show up in the year, which is about your brand, your reputation. It's about the people that you know. It's about how you should be marketing. Is it better for you to do a podcast or a YouTube video? Those kinds of things. It will really determine where that rooster shows up. Then if the rooster shows up in the month, it's going to be about your career and your character. So there might be some shifts in that palace if you are born in the month of the rooster. And if you are born in the month of or the day of the rooster, then you are looking at more of a personal aspect of your life. So this is more for your personal growth, your self-development, those kinds of things, and really going in reflectively to find the inner underpinnings of who you are. And it's also about your capacity for partnerships. Then we look at the hour. If you know your hour, it's about your goals, your life purpose, and it's also about your investments. I realize all of you may not know your hour of birth, but even if you don't, at least you have a pretty good idea for the year, month, and day. Let's not worry about what you can't have. Let's worry about what you do have and play those strengths. All right, so let's look at the beautiful energies of the rooster. We've got, we'll just jump in with what they are looking like. So you've got the dragon virtue. This is one of the really nice feng shui connections, if you will. So this will show up on the feng shui dial as well. But if you have the rooster in your chart, you have the dragon virtue that is residing with you for the entire year. So this is where you're going to have a great opportunity to really look back and say, okay, I want to resolve these problems that are happening in my life. And where would the problem be? Year, month, day, or hour. That's how you figure out where the problem solving needs to happen. And so what we are looking at is what blockages you might be currently, or they still need to be looked at just a little bit, just to release and let go things that no longer serve you, right? So if you are meant to have a solution will be found. So this is where I really want you to look deep and start asking for some help if you need to like maybe as friends or colleagues, again, depending on where it's at, if they can compassionately and non-judgmentally tell you, identify the obstacles if you don't know what they are. But let's really use this energy, right? And one of the reasons being is that you also have leader connected to the energies of the dragon virtue. So you really want to use them in tandem with each other, because that's when you can really crank up solving problems about being a leader or anything that will stop you from being a leader. That's where it can really shine for you. So you're going to gain a lot of power and authority in 2022. Again, we need to play all of your cards right to make sure that they come into play. And so, you might be able to attract the right teams and advisors, all the resources, everything just kind of lines up for you. And that's going to feel really nice. Again, what are you lining it up for? So this is not just, a flick of the switch on February 4th. All of a sudden you have these great leadership skills. So, sometimes they need to be honed, and sometimes you need to learn a skill. So think about that when you're hearing about these energies. What can I do to be better, to be that top 20%, right? And, yes, the 1% or whatever, but in your industry, are you the key player, or are you just one of the followers, right? All right, so you also have rejuvenation, which is super fantastic. A couple of the animals actually have it, and this is one of them. So this, again, will melt away past problems if you have them and bring this new sense of vibrancy, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual rejuvenation, which is really, really nice. And if you do happen to have some sort of illness or chronic pain, things like that, please do the proper recuperation, so that you can recuperate fully. And that's what this energy really is mostly used for, is to give your body, that whole ecosystem, body, mind, soul, a little bit of a rest and the respite that it needs, so that you can go out and serve and be that great leader. So really use these with the precision in which they are dealt out to all of the animals. And again, when you build year by year all of the great energies, you're going to have less impact from the negatives. Okay. All right. So for the negatives, though, we do have the aggressor, which is an energy which can be a little volatile in nature. So if you tend to be that way, get that in check. Find nonviolent avenues to communicate, because they're as a leader, you are going to be subjected to making some hard decisions sometimes. So this is where you're going to have to really watch your communication. Separation, there might be for sure some estrangements or breakups that may happen. And again, where does the rooster show up? That's where you can expect to see some separation in your life, year, month, day, or hour of birth. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Remember when we talked about the dragon, and if you can always, go back and review that. But the rooster and dragon are best friends. Now, the rooster is much stronger in 2022. So you might have some dragon friends coming over to you, or if you're a dragon, know that the rooster is the animal that you want to be hanging out with, that can really boost you up. So when you are with a combination animal, life is easier. All right, our 3 harmony is you have to have a rooster, and then you can you can have any one of these 3 animals in your chart. I want to clarify, one of these 3 animals in your chart. But what we can then do is look for other people that would have these energies in the chart to make up this complete 3 harmony. Or you can use a good day and time that would bring in one of these 2 animals. And you could either do it by the month or day. So when you bring these together, you're going to get metal. And then you look at your chart, under the natal chart, you're going to see the ring that says 5 element structures. And then you look at creation, wealth, power, resources, or networks. And then that's where you're going to find out that we have those incredible lineups. And then you just, do I need more metal? Okay, then try to find these have one of them in your chart and then find the rest in the Time Blazer or through other people. All right, who is not going to like the rooster? It's the rabbit. So the rabbit and rooster are that clash that they do not get along very well together. So it might be either improve your communication skills with these animals and or avoid being around them. Now, you may have an internal clash, which means you have both of these animals in your chart. So you're kind of living with the clash. So be a little bit compassionate with yourself as well. I find people who have clashes within their chart, there's a little bit of inner conflict as well. All right, so now let's look at September. Oh my gosh, starting on the 7th of September, it's almost a block of green. So that's the key in the Time Blazer. This is the standard version of the personalized version that every client gets at this point. But what I do want to say is there's a lot of opportunities here to do some launches or make important phone calls. So I don't want you to wait till September. Obviously, we can find rooster days and rooster hours in other months. Obviously, every 12 days a rooster day comes around. Every 12 hours a rooster hour comes. So there's plenty of opportunity to tap into that rooster energy. But this month, once it arrives, you use it to the max. Are you ready to take the next step in crafting your destiny? Then you're going to want to download our 2022 Feng Shui Toolkit, where you can find our annual Feng Shui and Flying Star Compass styles to superimpose over your accurate floor plan. Feng Shui is the methodology to help you achieve your goals, and the annual Water Tiger energies are going to help you achieve them faster. Now that you know what to do astrologically, it's time to get assistance from Feng Shui to get yourself pointed in the right direction to leap into action. And we'd love to provide those tools for you for free. Just click on the link below for our 2022 Feng Shui Toolkit. Remember to listen to the rest of the animals in the series by clicking also the link 2022 Water Tiger, the 12 Power Animals. And while you're at it, please hit that subscribe button and smash that bell so you don't miss any of our Feng Shui astrology tips and more. We'd certainly appreciate it if you liked what you heard. Hit the like button. And if you really liked what you heard, go ahead and leave a comment and share with other like-minded people. We would be so honored for your following. And may this year of the Water Tiger be filled with good health, peace, and life-fulfilling goals come true.